Many of you were here about 6 months ago when we had the meeting where we brought colleagues together to talk about applying to the big lottery to try to get some resources out of their hardship and crisis program. And it was a national program, and myself and Phil got together. We've been working for a bit of a while, and we said, let's apply for some of this funding, because the issues of hardship and crisis, we think that we have a good opportunity in Wandsworth because of our relationships and because of the work that Phil's been doing at the CAB and many of us at the Food Bank, Mental Health Trust, so on and so forth. We know the evidence around hardship.
Back in summer last year when the big lottery first announced the hardship crisis programme, they noted in their bid documents that despite improvements in the UK economy, a significant proportion of people continue to experience poverty. In addition, over the last few years, one of the most worrying trends is the significant increase in situations where people have reached an emergency in relation to lack of basic needs such as food, shelter, fuel, and basic health and/or social care.
I was really impressed with this project when assessing it. They had so many contacts and partners, and what really came across was particularly the work from the Community Empowerment Network. The programme that the Big Lottery wanted to pitch was about helping people in those really disadvantaged communities, people who don't access mainstream services. They wouldn't normally typically go to their CAB or a GP or their hospital and ask for help. And what came across from this was all those connections and how you were going to get really into those communities through faith leaders, sports people, teachers, youth groups, where people might go as their first point of call to ask for help rather than going to the mainstream. And that was one of the things that came across really strongly for me. And I'm really glad I could travel down to this event from Newcastle today, because what's really come across is the real passion and commitment from everyone.
Well, I was invited along to the first meeting before the application to the Big Lottery was made, and I was very interested in the project at that time because I really understood the problems that a lot of people in Wandsworth are experiencing from hardship, and I've noticed a big increase in the number of people coming to Age UK Wandsworth who are experiencing some sort of crisis in their lives.
I think we've got a huge amount from today, and it just demonstrates the value of just conversations. Malik earlier said that we went into this event thinking we probably knew 80% of what we needed to know to run this project. And I think he's right in saying that we come out of this event realising that probably we only know about 20%, which is a daunting prospect, but it's a good thing because what we need to do as part of this project is learn. So from that point of view, I'm really pleased that what came out today is a lot more knowledge and understanding than we went into it with.
I think there was a real sense of togetherness, actually, a willingness of people who want to work together. We know each other to a lesser or greater degree, but I think there's a real appetite for coming together, working hard, and ultimately it's about local people. It's not about ourselves, and I think we'll do that over the coming 4 years.
As an organisation, it's about basically joint working, the whole thing around co-production, looking at those clients and service users, not only with our own service, but also within the borough, who have hit upon hard times, and how we as Thames Region, also in conjunction with WCN and Citizen Advice, can actually look at helping and meeting those needs of those individuals.
I guess at Wandsworth Food Bank we really deal with people at the sort of very hard end of hardship crisis who literally don't have enough food for that week or money to buy food. And through our projects actually already with citizens advice, we've seen the importance of people getting access to specialist advice. Yeah, well, we know from our work already that we obviously have more than 200 agencies referring to us, but we also refer back a lot to other agencies, and I think just working together makes us all stronger. We know that our volunteers really appreciate the training they've already had through our similar projects around benefits, housing, debt, and also just where to send those people, and also access then to refer people in great needs to help resolve the issues that have brought them to the food bank in the first place.
Advice is so important and so valuable in Wandsworth. There are gaps. It's very hard for people to be able to access the help they need. It's hard for people to know where to go. Hopefully this project will help our clients, help the people to be able to get a solution to the crisis.
The expectations really are manifold in as much as like for all of us as a collective in terms of like people who signed up and actually been here and taken a vested interest in sharing and spending their time here today shows that there's a level of commitment and a drive to kind of like work towards ending people's having to go through hard times, and not only being able to provide help and services for them, but also to map along that journey.
We'll be reporting back regularly to members of the network. We'll be holding at least 2 network meetings per year, and we'll be holding an annual conference about the project. So a real theme of this project is an ongoing conversation. It's not going to be about dry statistics on paper, although we'll have plenty of those. We'll have plenty of real-life case studies. Hopefully plenty of real-life lived experience contributing to the projects as well. But by and large, it's about conversations continuing and relationships being developed.
Such a range of organisations here from the voluntary and statutory sectors really want to work together to help people in crisis and really deliver a good project, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how things pan out over the next 4 years.